It's that time once again for Sports Tour on Enterprise Television. We are live and ready to take a tour of all the hot topics in sports. I'm Josh Ikokoli and here are the headlines. Nigeria's home-based Eagles to face Ghana in African Nations Championship qualifiers. In handball, Nigerian team will arrive Morocco ahead of African Club Championships. In tennis, Novak Djokovic closer to 100 ATP title after a dominant win at the Shanghai Masters. Let's take a short break on Sports Tour. When we return, we will delve deeper into our agenda for the day. Welcome back to Sports Tour on Enterprise Television. I have here with me the dynamic sports producer and analyst Ejiro Emini. Ejiro, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me once again.
And I can't wait to listen to your incisive analysis on the upcoming Jollof derby that we're going to be having very soon between Nigeria and Ghana.
I can't wait as well.
Well, let's start up with the fact that the age-long rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana will again be rekindled as the draw for the 2025 African Nations Championship has pitted Ghana against Nigeria together in another edition of what is now known as the Jollof derby. Both teams have a football rivalry that dates back to 1951 before both countries got its independence, and we will now witness another confrontation that determines which country will qualify for the tournament, which is open only to players who ply their trade in the domestic league. It is also a measure of the relative strength of the domestic leagues of the countries, as the winner of the game between Ghana and Nigeria perhaps will prove, albeit from now, which of the two leagues, the Ghanaian Premier League or the Nigerian Premier Football League, is better. In another West Africa Zone B qualifier, Togo will take on Benin Republic, and the winner of that game between Togo and Benin will face Niger Republic for a place in CHAN 2024, while Cote d'Ivoire will face Burkina Faso. The first round of qualifiers will be played on the weekend of 25th to 27th October 2024 and the weekend of 1st to 3rd November 2024, with the second round confirmed for December 20th to 22nd and December 27th to 29th 2024. 3 nations will qualify for the tournament from each zone except from in East Africa, where one country will qualify with co-hosts Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. The tournament will be played from February 1st to February 28th, 2025 in Nairobi, Dar es Salaam and Kampala. Ejiro, another incarnation of the Jollof derby. Ghana seem like the only team on the African continent that has a better head-to-head record against Nigeria in men's football. In women's football, we are the queens. We dominate everyone. We conquer everyone on the continent. But in men's football, Ghana seems to be the only team that is the kryptonite to our Superman. Can the home-based Eagles this time around, get another series of revenge? Because no matter how many times we beat Ghana, we still need to beat them like 10 times to even get close to the head-to-head differential between Nigeria and Ghana in men's football. So, can the home-based Eagles prove that perhaps the NPFL is better than the GPL?
Firstly, I would like to say, when it comes to Ghana, we hate each other. I don't just know. That's why it's called like the Jollof derby and stuff.
There's a rivalry there.
There's a rivalry there.
And it's also not just in football as well. In entertainment, in music, even in the kitchen.
Yeah. So facing Ghana, who are home-based team, proving that point of coming out and proving that yes, MPFL is better than their own league, the GPL. I feel our boys, let's forget about head-to-head and stuff like that. We have to go there and we have to, when facing them, we have to face them head-on. Face them that yes, we have the better talent when it comes home-based, when it comes back to our home base, making it show that Nigeria is way far and more better than the Ghanaians. Okay, so Coach Austin Eguavon, who is also the technical advisor of the NFF and is the interim manager of the Super Eagles,
will coordinate a double-pronged coaching crew, a double-pronged coaching team of Daniel Ogumodede, coach of Remo Stars, who finished runners-up in the MPFL, and Fidelis Ilechukwu, coach of Enugu Rangers, who finished as the winners of the MPFL last season. These two men are also his assistants for the Super Eagles. And if you can even look at MPFL versus GPL on the continent, we had 4 teams qualify for the CAF Interclub competitions. Enimba are the only surviving team out of Rangers, Remo Stars, and Elkanemi Warriors have been eliminated. For Ghana, only 2 qualified because they are not among the top 12, like Nigeria are. Samatex and Nosatremen fell by the wayside. So, with Daniel Ogumodede, unfortunately for he and Fidelis Ilechukwu, their club sides did not make it into the group stage of CAF Interclub competitions. But does this still put an advantage to Nigeria heading into the fact that we are a better side, even on the continent, even with our club sides? We are higher ranked on CAF's 5-year rankings, and we even went further than Ghanaian teams on the continent. Does this show that perhaps we have the edge, or we will have the edge when it's time to face Ghana once again for a place in the African Nations Championship? Bearing in mind that we've missed the last 3 African Nations Championships, and the last qualifiers was still Ghana that eliminated us from qualifying.
I'll say, like I said, when it comes to talent, our home base, we have it. It's proven already. 4 teams qualified. We still have one more.
Yes.
2 teams qualified from their side, and both of them are
crashed out.
So it doesn't. I will say it doesn't. It doesn't have to prove anything in this match that is coming up right now. It's in the match that we have to prove ourselves. And Egwabon, he knows what he's doing. He does it most of the time. So yeah, I trust his work ethics. Putting those 2 in charge. And as for the Ghanaian side, well, they always keep on trying to prove themselves against us each and every time. 2 of their teams have already crashed out. We still have Eimba representing Nigeria. So going head to head against Ghana, this Ghanaian side is going to prove a tough fixture, because it just feels like anytime it's against us, that's when they are gingered. They always like the rivalry against us.
And then the last time Iguavon played against Ghana as the manager of Super Eagles was in 2006 as the manager of Nigeria. We beat Ghana in that game. Good omens.
Yeah, it's actually good. But you notice the last time qualifying into the World Cup,
it was also the one as well.
It was also the one as well. So yeah.
They didn't beat us anyway, even though it was by head to head.
But by away goals, we dropped out. So I'll just have to say, when it comes to this fixture, the Ghanaian Jollof, when it comes to the Ghanaian Jollof,
versus the Nigerian Jollof,
I just feel sorry, I said Nigerian Jollof.
The Jollof Derby.
Yeah. I just feel the rivalry makes it more interesting, knowing that we feel each other when facing each other. I just feel this derby is actually going to be very spicy.
Of course. Spicy like jollof.
Yeah. And I just always feel Nigeria is always going to take the
Have you eaten Ghanaian jollof?
I have. And
you have. Do you prefer it to Nigerian jollof?
No way. No. Come on.
Or you're just being a patriot?
No. If I was from another country, we've even seen it online. Most people prefer Nigerian jollof. So Ghanaians, they always come second when it comes to us.
Well, Nigeria are definitely, hopefully, because we are Nigerians here, we definitely hope that Nigeria will defeat Ghana and this time around qualify for CHAN 2024. The last time Nigeria participated in the African Nations Championship, we finished as runners-up to Morocco in 2018. Let's go over to handball and tell you that Nigeria's top-tier handball club, Plateau Peacocks, are set to make Nigeria proud as they participate in the Africa Club Handball Championship in Laayoune, Morocco. Plateau Peacocks, who finished 3rd at the Handball Premier League women's category in 2023, will be participating in the Club Championship in Group C alongside Petro Atletico of Angola, Andre Nziko of Cameroon, and US Nusasser of Morocco. The coach Yusuf Abdulkadir's led team are already in Casablanca and are set for another trip to Laayoune, where they will play their first match against Petro Atletico of Angola on Friday evening. From Morocco, let's go over to Shanghai, China to talk about tennis as 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic moved closer to achieving his 100th ATP title with a strong performance at the Shanghai Masters. The 37-year-old Serb advanced to the quarterfinals after defeating Russia's Roman Safin 6-3, 6-1 straight set victory for the king of tennis. Djokovic, who claimed his 99th title with an Olympic gold in August, will now face Czech teenager Jakub Menšík in the next round. And as a 24-time Grand Slam champion, Djokovic is aiming to join an elite group of players who have won 100 or more tournaments. Only Jimmy Connors, who's won 109, and Roger Federer, who's won 103, have reached that milestone in men's tennis. This is Novak Djokovic's first time in Shanghai since 2019, and he admitted that the thought of reaching this landmark title is giving him extra motivation. Djokovic, who has won the Shanghai Masters 4 times, holds the records for most wins at the tournament, and despite top players like Jannik Sinner, world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, world number 2, and Daniil Medvedev still in the tournament, or Medvedev has been eliminated, we'll come to that later on, Djokovic has been thoroughly impressive, and after a surprising early exit from the US Open, Djokovic has bounced back, winning all his matches in Shanghai without dropping a single set. In other matches in Shanghai, Belgian star David Goffin upset second-seeded Alexander Zverev, winning 6-4, 7-5. Goffin, who has been working hard to regain his form, reached the first big quarterfinal of his career since Wimbledon in 2022. World number 1 Jannik Sinner advanced into the quarterfinals by beating American Ben Shelton 6-4, 7-6, 7-1, while Russian Daniil Medvedev knocked out Greek's 10th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas 7-6, 7-3, 6-3. Tsitsipas was frustrated after receiving a time violation during the match, which affected his focus as he went on to lose serve and lose the entire match. Spain's Carlos Alcaraz also reached the quarterfinals, extending his winning streak to 12 matches by defeating French veteran Gael Monfils 6-4, 7-5 in the first quarterfinal fixture held on Thursday. I mentioned that Daniil Medvedev has been eliminated from the competition because he faced off against world number 1 Jannik Sinner. The Italian defeated Medvedev in straight set 6-1, 6-4. In other quarterfinal ties, Carlos Alcaraz will face Czechia's Tomasz Machac, American Taylor Fritz will face David Goffin, and just like we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, Novak Djokovic will go up against Czech team sensation Jakub Menšík. With the likes of Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner has advanced to the semi-finals, dispatching off Daniil Medvedev. So the likes of Alcaraz still in the tournament. Can Djokovic defeat either Sinner or Alcaraz? Because if Alcaraz wins his game later on Thursday, he's going to face Sinner in the semi-final. So if Djokovic gets to the final, he's facing either Jannik Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz. The only 2 players this season that have seemed to give Djokovic a huge run for his money, and the only 2 players to have won all 4 Grand Slams. Sinner won the Australian Open and the US Open, while Alcaraz won the French Open and Wimbledon.
When it comes to Djokovic, when he's in the final, he's a different beast. So he's up there with the names of likes of Nadal.
He's probably even number one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
is, because he's won 24 Grand Slams.
He has.
He's won a career Grand Slam. He's won a calendar Grand Slam. Not just because I vibe with Djokovic. Yeah. But Djokovic, in fact, this is the only record left for him to break to win the most ATP titles in history. And
I'm very sure in the coming final that is coming, it's either Sinner. I feel is the world number 1.
Yeah, Sinner Djokovic in the final.
That's what I feel. But we shouldn't I'm not putting Sinner down or anything. Yeah. But Djokovic is a different breed when it comes to finals. And he's targeting his 100. Yeah. So he would like to break this record before he's getting old and stuff like that. But he still has it in him. He's still going and he's still strong, at least to a point. Okay. Sinner is a very tough opponent as well. So I feel Djokovic can actually win this ATP.
Well, only time will tell on what will happen in the ATP Masters in Shanghai. And that's how much we can take on Sports Talk for the day. Endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. Click the notification bell to get alerts on our new YouTube videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like, share, and engage with our content, and also visit our website www.enterprisetvnews.com, where we give you all the hot stories on the go, the live updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. Moreover, if you want to partner with us on Enterprise Television, you want to place your product on our platform, and for all sponsorship and advertising inquiries, kindly send a mail to enterprisetv7@gmail.com, or you can send a DM to our aforementioned social media handles at Enterprise TV7. Idro, thank you once again for being a part of Sports Store.
Yeah, always a pleasure having me.
Okay, and before we go, let's leave you with this simple statement on consistency from Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world and the greatest sprinter of all time. Bolt is also an 8-time Olympic gold medalist and the world record holder in 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters relay. Bolt said, and I quote, "Train hard, turn up, run your best, and the rest will take care of itself." End quote. I'm Joshike Okoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until next time on Sports Store, it's goodbye and #luego.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.